Hello, welcome to another episode of the Rocky Sports Talk Sheet. Thank you all who did tune in, like the two people that did tune in to yesterday's live stream of the first round of the NFL draft. Thank you, appreciate it. Um, Definitely spreaded it out there that I had it. Um, yeah, I was exhausted. I went through it for hours, tired, but I had some mic issues. I want to apologize. I had to initially stop it after like an hour. Um, yeah, sometimes this whenever you're live streaming on YouTube, it doesn't really show that the mic's even on or off, and didn't realize till later that it was not even on there for a while. So I'm definitely gonna make sure that everything's good to go. I thought it was good to go. Everything was plugged in, so I don't know what happened. But we're gonna be live streaming later on for day two of the draft. Now, let's get to day one drama here. We knew the first two quarterbacks going to be taken were going to be, and they were in order, with the Jaguars selecting Trevor Lawrence number one out of Clemson, this quarterback messiah since high school, whatever. And then second, the Jets, who I believe got the best quarterback of the bunch, and Zach Wilson out of BYU. So good job there, Jets. I think you definitely have the future there if 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 you can do it right, if you can handle this right. I gotta word that right. If you can handle it right, and if you can coach them right and set them up right. They did have a second first round pick in the 20s. They traded back up later on, I think to 14, and got a got a line, got somebody for the O line there. So they make sure they got him. They may have reached and traded up, but at least they got somebody to for for um for their quarterback for protection. So can't fault them on that. They're thinking right. If you're going to trade up to protect your investment. Very smart. Not knocking that at all. And then the Jaguars, they reunited Trevor Lawrence with their other first round draft pick with Etang, their running back. So teammates are staying teammates. And Clemson fans are happy. And definitely, I think the running back and Trevor Lawrence is both definitely happy. I also, the third quarterback, we finally found out who the 49ers pick was, and it was Trey Lance, who I thought it was going to be Trey Lance. I think they did make the better decision there between Justin Fields and Mac Jones. I thought he was definitely the better quarterback of those three. So I don't I don't know. I'm still out on all the draft capital they gave up to get him if it was worth it. But we'll find out. I'm not gonna knock it yet because I ain't seen enough. That's why I was a little hesitant because he only played seven. Like he didn't play that many games in college at all. There's not much to know about him. Yeah, good. You didn't throw an interception for a season. Good stuff. But what could have happened your second season? I don't know. Or your third season? I don't know. We won't know. Then Panay Sewell, who I believe is the third best player in this entire draft. I was kind of hoping he'd fall to Dallas at 10. My hopes were shattered whenever at 7, the Detroit Lions selected who I believe will be the next Orlando Pace style kind of lineman. I think he has the ability to be like an Orlando Pace on the line. And I think he's a beast and once in a generation tackle there. So kudos to the Lions, man. You guys are always been bottom feeders for a long time. And really just a bad organization, to be honest. But I think you definitely made the right pick there. My Cowboys at 10. Wow. They traded back 2 spots, but they traded with their division rival Eagles. And gained a they gained a third round pick. They gained an extra third round draft pick. So that actually we got the player that we wanted anyways, it seemed like. Because the top 2 corners were picked before Dallas even got a chance. So we need a lot of defensive help. It's not just corners or safeties. And they got somebody that is, to me, could be a dual threat on defense. And they got the best linebacker by far in this draft, still at 12, which I give that an A. I do. Micah Parsons is a beast out of Penn State. He was a beast. Just 2 years ago, I mean, you go look at the tape from 2 years ago from that dude. That dude was a beast. So I think we really got somebody really good there at linebacker to go with Van Der Esch and Jalen. And I think that is a pretty strong linebacking core now. I truly do. So why take the third best at the position or fourth best at the position whenever you can get basically like a guaranteed he's going to be the best out of the class at linebacker. Got to go for the best player available sometimes. I mean, other than like the 2 corners that got drafted before him, I was kind of iffy on the rest of them. I know Farley, a lot of people that Virginia Tech, he had a serious surgery and major back issues. And coming into the NFL, it's a different, hard-hitting league. That's just a risk I wasn't willing to take in a first round. Maybe a later round, but not first. I wouldn't do that. So I'm not faulting Dallas for not taking him. I'm not going to fault them at all. I'm actually glad they didn't take him. So, but before Dallas picked, here is the shocker. Actually, not shocked, because I said on my previous videos, go check out my previous videos. There was a list of teams that needed to move up to get one of these quarterbacks after the first 3. And one of them did. And it was probably the biggest one that needed one that I said. And it was the Chicago Bears. And I had a feeling they would be one of the movers and not the Patriots. I said, I had that right 1,000%. I told you the Patriots and Belichick were not going to trade up to get a quarterback. They did not. They sat and waited and took Mac Jones at 15. Which the jury's still out on him. Truly, with me, the jury's still out on him because he was loaded. I want to see what he is not loaded. But here's the thing. The Bears traded up all the way to 11. They gave up, first, fifth, fourth round. They gave up a little bit to move up some spots. And they took Justin Fields out of Ohio State. So Bear fans are rejoicing today knowing that their starting quarterback is not their guaranteed starting quarterback now. And it's probably going to be Justin Fields. If not at week 1, probably some point in the season. Now, is Cam Newton the starting quarterback now that Mac Jones got drafted by the Patriots in the first round? I don't believe week 1 he's going to be. I think it is going to be Mac Jones. I think Mac Jones is going to be the week 1 quarterback for the Patriots. And I think, as sad as it is to say, for Cam Newton because I like Cam Newton. I think he's had a hell of an NFL career, Cam Newton. He gave his all for Carolina and it wore his body out. But after last year, and it's just 10 touchdowns passing in the season, people thought he missed games due to COVID. He missed like one. That's just garbage numbers. Yeah, you got a little bit of running numbers, but dude, no. It's not there. He's a backup. And he might even be a backup's backup. I can't have a quarterback on the field that can't throw me touchdowns. I can't. And I'm definitely going to need more than one a game. He had less than one touchdown pass as an average for a season. I can't have that. I can't even have that from a backup. So like I said, he had a good career. He will be, I think, a future Hall of Famer at quarterback or borderline Hall of Famer. He ain't going to be first, second ballot, but, man, he was great for the league, and he was one of the best top-tier players there for a little while. So I don't know what's going to happen, but it's sad to see. But I think Cam Newton's done in the NFL, and I think this is going to be his last season. He's going to retire. Here's the other news. Okay. Now, I'm going to say this as nice as I can because, honestly, I really don't care. The story broke hours before the draft started. I don't care that Aaron Rodgers wants out of Green Bay. I've always had a problem with Aaron Rodgers. Now, on the field, as a quarterback, he's bomb. He is legit top 10 all-time caliber quarterback in NFL history. But he is also one of the most, if not the most, egotistical, self-centered, I dreadfully hate him as from his personality standpoint. I hate his personality as an NFL quarterback. He thinks that he's God. He walks around like he's God. And he expects everybody to kiss his ass and give him what he wants at all times. He's a jerk. He's a prima donna jerk. So, please, Green Bay, hold him hostage. Because I don't feel sorry for you, and here's why. Even though you're an awesome quarterback, dude, you were on the receiving end, the good end, when this happened to Brett Favre. You were the one that forced Brett Favre out. Yes, he retired and came back. But here's one thing y'all got. I grew up watching Brett Favre, and I grew up, I'm 34. I'm going to tell you, if there was one quarterback that dreadfully loved everything about the NFL and the game, and it would have been hard to leave the game, it was. And the picture next to that would have been the definition of Brett Favre. Yes, he probably really did. He really was retiring. But it was just hard. He was so used to it. You got to understand, this man, there are memories that he's probably had that he can't get over that football helped him through. Do y'all not remember what he did to Oakland? A good Oakland Raiders team? A day after his dad passed away? Do y'all forget that? The emotions that he had? And what football did for him? There's a lot that football has given him and he's given football that it's just hard. It was hard for him to walk away. It was just hard. I truly believe that. Now, Brett Favre wasn't fond whenever Aaron Rodgers was there. Of course he wasn't. No quarterback is fond of a quarterback being taken in the first round and deemed right away his replacement at some point in the future. No player wants that, especially a quarterback. But Aaron Rodgers, basically, it gets out the day of the draft. So you try to, this is what I'm talking about, dick move. He overshadows it. Man, he probably was the one that made sure Adam Schefter knew day of the draft that he wants out. Because that would be an Aaron Rodgers type of thing to do. He's, like I said, he's a prima donna. He's a jerk. Honestly, I thought that him and Danica Patrick was the best couple because they're both jerks and both conceited assholes. So I definitely thought they worked out. But talent-wise, yes, he's one of the best. But attitude-wise, I do not want him on my team. Man, he is, no, I don't. I don't care how good he is. I would not want him on my I would not want him on my team. I don't like him. His attitude is straight garbage. And to me, that would be just toxic for my locker room. I wouldn't want that. Some people call it swagger. Man, go look at everything. Just go look at him. Even whenever he plays every game and he throws an interception, every time he throws an interception, even the ones that are his fault, he looks at the player like, you stupid. And it's on you. Brett Favre wasn't doing that. Other quarterbacks don't do that. Aaron Rodgers does that. He never takes accountability on himself, ever. He puts it off on everybody else. He puts it off on teammates. Teammates may come to his defense, but dude, it's right there on TV live to see. If you he may act fake, and he probably does act fake with you players, but don't think in the back of his head, please, you ain't fooling me, dude. I'm not to be fooled on this. Not one bit. Now, do I think it's repairable? No. The relationship isn't repairable. But do I feel sorry for him? No, because you did it to Brett Favre, dude. What did you think that, it can happen to Brett Favre, but it won't happen to me, Aaron Rodgers. It can happen to Brady, but not me, Aaron Rodgers. It can happen to Peyton Manning, but not me because I'm freaking Aaron Rodgers. Okay, yeah, whatever, dude. Whatever. Look, it is the right thing to do. I don't care if you won MVP. If I was an NFL owner too of a franchise or a GM of an NFL franchise, once you hit later ages, right before you tail off, I would get as much draft capital for you to build for the future that I could. Because it's smart business. It probably ain't best for. It's probably not the greatest thing. Fans will want your head on a stick, but you never know. A year, 2, 3 years down the road, you got a dominant team that's even younger and can go a decade more plus, 15 years. Sometimes you got to give up a year or two to gain 15. I'd trade him, Green Bay. But honestly, I would pull a move on him. He's still under contract. Even if he sat up, he still had to do that last year. I'd make him sit at home till he was 40. That would be my suggestion. I wouldn't give him what he wants. I'd actually fight back. I would fight back. Man, stop letting that dude run you. Stop letting that dude act like he runs everything. Here's the thing about today. That's what I hate and cannot stand about players in sports today. Dude, you're a player. The owners and GMs, your ego at quarterback, guess what? Some of these defensive players want to get paid too and want to do their job good too. And they need help. And they need teammates that they can work with real well, too. Ed Reed with Ray Lewis. I mean, you have to. It's not all about you, man. That's what I'm trying to say here. You obviously, do you not remember a couple years ago you got throttled in the NFC Championship game by the Niners because your defense let you down and because they just slaughtered you. Okay, they slaughtered you. You act like you have no offensive weapons. You have Devontae Adams. You better go look at your other weapons that you have. They may not be top tier names, but they actually put up good numbers. You better go look at your running back. He's a top 5 running back in the league. You act like they ain't got people around you, and that they're scrubs. You got a tight end that's up and coming, dude. Like, this notion that he ain't got nothing is stupid. Do they draft him in the first round? No. So what? Not how many first round draft picks have been bust? But then you get a third of Dak Prescott, 4th round draft pick. Look at him. He's a $40 million quarterback now. You can get good players anywhere in the draft. Anywhere. A lot of times, there's second and third rounders that are way better than first rounders. This notion of first round receiver bust is ludicrous. Now this year, look at how many receivers were taken. Like the best top 3 receivers were taken. 3-4 receivers were taken before Green Bay even had a chance. Before the pick came up. Now, Aaron Rodgers, guess what? Hello, if you ever see this video, you still need help on defense. What I want to take is a receiver that's maybe the 5th to 10th in this draft, or maybe one of the best at their position and best available player. I wonder, drama queen, what would be the right choice? You needed a corner. They took a corner, man. You definitely need more corner help. That was the right decision. If you want to boo-hoo, go outside and go get on, Pat McAfee's podcast and cry a little river with little Pat McAfee and show him how much of a bitch you are and want all you want. Put out your demands on his little podcast and just be whatever you're going to be. But, man, I ain't listening to your bullshit coming out your mouth. I've never, ever, ever, ever liked your attitude. And people do not pay attention to you on that field. Your mannerisms, everything. Your attitude, I'm going to straight up give you all a reference to his attitude. And maybe you all will start to come around. Aaron Rodgers reminds me of Jay Cutler. And I'm especially talking about the Jay Cutler with the Chicago Bears. Yeah, go look that guy up. Yeah. I don't care attitude. That is straight up Aaron Rodgers in a nutshell. I don't give a shit attitude. It's all about me attitude. That was Jay Cutler. He was also lazy. Aaron Rodgers ain't lazy. That's one thing I'm not going to say that they're similar. Jay Cutler was lazy as hell. Aaron Rodgers wasn't. But everything else, Jay Cutler. Jay Cutler. They have that soft tone voice. They have that arrogance on their face. Just everything screams Jay Cutler. And you all can say whatever you want on this video. You can comment all you want. I'm not budging on Aaron Rodgers. I've been watching him since he became the starting quarterback, since he's been in the league. I'm telling you, it comes out of his own mouth. Yeah, it's cool. You can call it playing with a chip on my shoulder. No, I just think you play with being a dick on your shoulder. You're a dick, dude. Wow. You got picked still in the first round. Boo hoo hoo hoo. Boo hoo 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 hoo. You call that being snubbed? Getting picked in the first round, later on in the first round. I got snubbed. Bro, yes, you. Look, the hardest position to know just how great a player is going to become in the draft, if you look at the draft history, the hardest position to really get and see what the projection is going to be is quarterback. It's not easy picking a quarterback in the draft. So many times, great college quarterbacks have become crap in the NFL. So many times. And then you get those little bit that become golden. But more times than not, they're not what they eventually become. They're not. It is the hardest position to draft correctly. That is a fact. So to assume that all these other teams, 27 teams, didn't deem you a messiah, that they're just wrong and this and that and this and that, maybe now they are. They are now. But back whenever you were getting drafted, they didn't know. Now, if they knew you were going to become this, do you not think you would have been taken sooner? Yeah, of course you would have. College is a completely different level than the NFL. I hate whenever players go, I got traded in the draft. Bro, just because you put up all these ridiculous numbers doesn't mean you're going to be any good in the NFL. So many players, just recently, so many players have put up outstanding numbers in college. A.J. McCarron out of Alabama. Where's he? Who's he starting for? Huh? Uh, uh, couldn't hear you. Oh, do we really need to go to the other Ohio State quarterback before Justin Fields? Really? Do we need to go there? Dwayne Haskins? Huh? How good was he? Huh? Did that talent transfer? Hell no. We can keep going. Jamarcus Russell. Huh? First overall pick at quarterback. Huh? Tim Couch, Johnny Manziel, Tim Tebow. I can keep going. Do you want me to keep going? There is a slew of a list here, people. A slew of a list. Giovanni or Giovini, the Niners back in the day. Huh? Huh? Like, Tom Brady was taken in the 6th round, man. And he's the GOAT. That just shows you don't really know the position that well. You don't. There's been other great quarterbacks that have not been taken in the 1st round that are all-time greats. It's just the one position truly out of all of them that they just can't get right all 50% of the time. Mitch Trubisky. Carson Wentz had one great year. And then, Jared Goff, had like 1 or 2 great years, outside of that, what? We can keep doing this, guys. We can keep doing this. This notion that Aaron Rodgers is, dude, I'm sick of it. I'm tired of it. Aaron Rodgers, go sit somewhere and cry a river to somebody who gives a shit, because I don't, and there's a lot of other people out there that really don't care about your bickering. But you players out there today, stop. I want to. God, I hate talking about this. Enough with the goddamn equality bullshit in sports. They use that as an excuse now. If you can't tell that these athletes use this as an excuse to get what the fuck they want from their teams or to be traded, you're so full of shit. So full of shit. Athletes today are soft as fuck. Point blank, they're soft. They feel like they own the team, but you don't have the money to own the team. You're not the one that owns the team. You have no respect for the management. That's ass backwards. Respect the teams that draft you and pay you damn good money to play a sport. Millions of fucking dollars. And whenever things don't go your way, you throw them under the bus and force your way out and flip off the fans. And all of you think that's okay. Bullshit. I was an owner. Some player like that, I don't give a shit about. Sometimes I really wouldn't give a shit about the pool I can pull with draft picks and setting up the future of the team or whatever. Some players, I would just fucking, whenever they act like that and act like such kids, I would do everything to make their life live in hell on the way out. Everything. I might even force them to sit extra years. So the next team they go to, you ain't going to have that many years left. Not that many, if any. And they may not even be the same player. I would screw the player over just like that player screwed over their fan base, their fans, flipped off the people in the front office, basically, and acted like a little asshole. I'd give it right back. It's just like whenever you get punched in the face, you should be able to punch them right back. That's a metaphor. I'm saying metaphorically. So what I'm saying metaphorically, if somebody is going to go to their bosses and cuss at them, talk down to them, and stuff like that, then what? You don't think that they don't have the right to adjust you and stop the brakes and put you in your place? Hello. Guess what, athletes? Any normal job of us normal citizens out here, especially in America, we would lose our jobs. But it's okay for you prima donna athletes to do whatever the hell you want. And some of these people on ESPN and on these sports shows and all these other columnists and stuff like that actually condone your bullshit and make excuses for your bullshit. And whenever somebody says shut up, just shut up and dribble, because that's what you get paid to do. You get paid to play basketball. Oh, it's a race cards thrown out there. Oh my God. Shut the fuck up. Ain't got nothing to do with that. It's got to do about respect and stuff like that. I mean, what are we forgetting about that in today's society? That's what I'm saying. Green Bay, stick to your guns with Aaron Rodgers. Make his life live in hell. Because they've got some great players on that Packers team, and he shouldn't be running his mouth. But also, as a quarterback, you don't think Tony Romo? I'm a Cowboys fan. Tony Romo, man, there for years did not have an O-line, and definitely did not have a defense. You don't think that he wanted to have a defense Whenever he kept putting up 35 week in and week out and 30-plus points week in and week out, years for the Cowboys on offense, but the defense would give up 38, 40, 50 points? You don't think that he wanted a defense that could back him up so where he looked good? Shut the hell up, Aaron Rodgers. Shut your fucking mouth. You little crybaby bitch. You're a fucking crybaby bitch. Like I said, go on the Pat McAfee show. Do your little weekly little crying thing about the Packers. Do that, you little bitch. Pat McAfee would more than love you to do that. More than love it. Man, if I had millions of followers like Pat McAfee, bro, I'd put you in your place. I wouldn't let you cry me a river on my shit. I'd be real with you. I'd be blunt with you. Everything I'm saying now, I'd be saying it to you. Live. And I wouldn't give a shit. So, you know everything that I just said is true. You do. You know that you're an arrogant, conceited little asshole. You put the fault off on everybody else other than yourself. Do you not realize in the playoffs that if you actually look at it, these were awful plays by you, dude. It wasn't your GM. It wasn't the Packers organization. It was fucking you. So take accountability, asshole. I mean, it's not about you. The defense needs upgraded too, buddy. It's called a team sport, not a me sport. Shut the fuck up. Now, hope you guys tune in later on to the Rocky Sports Talk Sheet live stream. Now, later on during the draft, yes, everything's going to be right. I'm going to definitely make sure everything's working right. I'm going to do practice videos because I actually make these videos that you all see that ain't live streamed off of the camera recording thing off my laptop, and then I upload it. So I'll probably do some practice sessions before it starts. That way I can hear, make sure the mic's working. So everything's going to be up to par. I did that yesterday, but I don't know what happened to it whenever it started. I did adjust my laptop a couple times, and sometimes that does loosen up, and it actually fucks shit up sometimes, so that's probably what happened. But again, I'm sorry about that. Hope you guys tune in. Please spread the word. Again, you all can find me on Twitter at Rocky Sports, ROCKEY. And also on Twitch, Rocky Sports Talk Sheet. Y'all can get on there and play games with me and stuff and watch my streams. I do like to play games and stuff too. Also, Facebook. I put these videos on Facebook as well. Man, I've missed I probably need to put my last 4 videos on there. But other than that, it's got like over 40, 50 videos on Facebook as well. So you all can follow me on there as well. Also, under the same name, Rocky Sports Talk Sheet. I just want to say thank you for the people that have subscribed and for the people that do comment and for the help. I also want to give a shout out to there's God, I can't remember the name right now. But for the people that's been helping me with the road to the show on Xbox, there's a guy on there. We've messaged several times. He's giving me pointers. I want to say thank you to that person. I believe he was on my live stream and actually was the one yesterday that told me that my mic wasn't working. And then I restarted it. So I just want to say thank you to that person. I appreciate it. I hope you guys follow me or whatever. Like I said, you can debate what I say. Whatever I say is just my feelings. Everybody looks at things differently. Everybody looks at their players differently. But whenever it comes to Aaron Rodgers, that's how I've always felt about him. I do not like his mentality. He's a great top 10 quarterback. I said that in the video. He's a top 10 all-time quarterback. But attitude-wise, I wouldn't want him on my team. I just do not like his attitude whatsoever. At all. I want somebody that leads the team and talks good about the team. Uplifts the team. Sometimes, whenever a team is just struggling, it takes a true leader. To me, Aaron Rodgers is not a true leader. He's not a true leader. He's a true leader of himself, But he doesn't uplift. He's not an uplifter at all. No, that's not what he does. Anybody gets on here and says he uplifts the team, don't go there. No. No. Y'all can also comment. Tell me what y'all thought about your team's first round picks, selections. Like I said, some teams drafted up and some teams moved back to gain more capitals. Let me know if you liked that they did that. I know the Giants were one of the main ones that did it. They moved back like eight or 10 spots whenever the Bears came up. So just kind of let me know. Anyways, appreciate the viewers. I want to say again, thank you. Please subscribe. Please spread the word of the channel. I'm trying to get this to grow. And please, or like I said, leave a comment. Please hit the like button, hit the notification bell. And until the next episode, peace out, everybody, and good morning.